going to bring back Ty Lue. And I actually probably think this is the right play for the Lakers. If you're going to go all in with LeBron James, you need to go all the way in. Put the onus on him. Give him the coach that he wants. And now sit back and say, it's on you. We gave you everything you want.
Yep, exactly. If you're going to be the one selling this ship, let's give you the crew you want. Let's see how far we can go. He checks the box also for the Lakers, being a former Laker and a champion as a former Laker. They hired a Byron Scott kind of in the same mode, same thought process to get them through some of their darker years. Well, they're still in the dark times, but now you have LeBron James, so give him the crew he wants. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I like that with Ty Lue. I've always been a fan of Ty Lue. And having LeBron James, like you said, if you're going to invest in LeBron James and you know that before he got here, he was just a stone-cold winner, 8 straight finals, you have to fully invest to see what you're going to get from it. And then put the pressure on him that, okay, I got you your coach, I got you your players, I got you this, I got you that. Now what are you going to give us kind of thing. And I think with Ty Lue coming in and LeBron James' demeanor, who LeBron James, and he demands so much not only from himself but his coaches and the people around him, I think Ty Lue can handle that.
I agree as well. 60%, winning percentage with Ty Lue, with the LeBron James era. This guy's always been a part of LeBron's, maturity factor after the Miami Heat, being able to get back to the finals, year in and year out, and then also putting up a championship in Cleveland. That's his guy.
That's an interesting thought, though, right? Him leaving Miami, coming back to Cleveland, and him knowing, okay, I won it with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Pat Riley, and the Miami organization. Now I'm coming back to Cleveland, I might feel myself a little more. Tyronn Lue took that character, took that personality and said, you know what, I can deal with it, and we're going to win another one. He might have been hard to deal with in Cleveland, too.
With less talent.
You never know.
Potentially. We haven't seen what the Lakers roster next year is going to look like. The only thing I've known Ty Lue since he was a high school basketball player in the Kansas City, Missouri area. Great person, great man.
My guy.
I would be concerned, though, if I'm Ty Lue, when the player who's now in a desperate situation, a very desperate situation, he's basically hiring you. And so I think there were some moments in Cleveland where Ty Lue stood up to LeBron James in a big way, and it worked out and it was effective. Will he be allowed to do that this time in Los Angeles?
You said that in the last segment. Your show was about us, right, saying your honesty, if we fight against each other, whatever, disagree, agree to disagree, the whole thing. If it was a problem when he was standing up to LeBron in Cleveland, LeBron wouldn't even thought about having him come to the Lakers because he'd have felt some type of way. Because LeBron's on a different pedestal. Ego-wise, the whole thing, he's accomplished so much. And rightfully so, he should be able to be like that because you're successful, right? You don't go back down. So now you have to say, you know what? You talk back to me, you did this, you did whatever in Cleveland. Now you come in the Lakers, I really respect you. Just like Kobe say. Right. Kobe's like, you know what? I'd rather you come at me than not come at me. I respect you when you coming at me, when you fight me, Rajah Bell, whoever it is that you are, because now I respect the competition. And I think that's what LeBron wants.
And that same level, you got to take it, in the huddle, on national television. That's where, those relationships is built.
But this is going to be a different relationship because Phil Jackson said it famously, there's nothing harder than to coach an aging star.
Yeah.
And now, this ain't LeBron Cleveland. Oh, this boy jumping over the rim. Now he's jumping to the rim. Right. And he's still LeBron. He still has all his talents. He may be plateaued or maybe starting to come down. You're going to have to guide that guy down the hill.
And that's why Tyronn Lue's the best fit for him.
That's right.
What? Again, I'm not sure if that's what Marcellus thinks, and I kind of agree.
Yeah, they don't have options, though. It's 2 o'clock at the club. It's just like, look, all right, now. They looking around. One coach, Mark Jackson, I love him. I thought but he's not the best fit, even though he may be the best coach.
I love it.
It's just they don't have options. It's Ty Lue or who?
Well, they all in on LeBron, so there's not very many choices that they have.
But let's deal with Marcellus's point in terms of no, and seriously though. When you are that great, and I'm 51 years old, it's been 30 or 29 years since I was remotely athletic. But in my mind, even at 51, I still have these flashes like, I remember when I could do that, and then I'll say, oh, shoot, I can't.
Right.
But LeBron is just 35, and he's a different player, but he will be deluded into thinking he can do the same.
I said that yesterday when we were talking about his stats. he has MVP stats. But the season is not an MVP season. So when you get older, like myself, right? When you get older, I'm averaging 20-something in the league. And then when you start getting older, I can see the rim. But for me to get from here to there before the defense collapse, it's a little different.
And is that why LeBron is picking his moments, picking his spots defensively?
That's exactly why. That's what I'm saying. His cast is not the same, right? If his cast was better, those numbers would be a little more important. Right now, they're not because your cast is not there, and you can't just uplift your team like you did when you were in Detroit in Game 7 and 23 points.
And at the same time, you got younger players who got hurt. You got injuries all season long. He got hurt. I mean, this is a different season that he's never experienced in the NBA. For his
That's
career.
why Ty Lue can take that.
Yeah, that's
he can help him.
Yeah.
That's why he can help him.
He's gonna have
transition.
That trust.
I guess the point Marcellus making and I'm making is he's going to have to coach him differently than he did in Cleveland because he's not the same guy. I was told that in that Cleveland championship run, Ty Lue basically told the championship run when they beat
when they won
Golden State.
When they won.
That Ty Lue challenged LeBron like, hey man, you have to do it. Not any of these other guys. You have.
Right.
Those days are over.
Well, say what you just said. You said with lesser talent in Cleveland.
Right.
Miami had lesser talent. Now, if he has talent coming to AD, whoever it is, coming with him, he don't have to exert himself as much, and he can preserve some of that energy, because if I give you a steady diet, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, you know what I'm going to do in the fourth. But if I'm just facilitating and then third quarter, I bust you in the mouth, and then I chill out because somebody else, the other two stars are doing it. And then the fourth quarter, I jump back on you again. Now, right, there's no steady diet. He's more effective as an individual, and I think Ty Lue can help him with that.
Ty Lue telling him he's got to do it has a different connotation as you get older because there's different ways that LeBron can hurt a team.